Welcome back. It's week 109. We've already looked at the basic entry attack in Chi Sau that we call the Tan Sau entry. Today we're going to take a look at the second action that we normally teach in this particular interpretation of Wing Chun, and that is what we refer to as the Paak Sau entry. So I'll invite Gandak to come out and assist me. So everything is the same in terms of the setup. We're rolling, we're doing our basic rotation, our Pun Sau. And when I decide to move in, what I'm going to be doing is using the Paak Sau action to deflect his Faak Sau and at the same time follow through with the chop. You've seen this a couple of weeks ago when we did the stepping backward exercise and moving out to the side. Now we're going to use it as a much more aggressive attacking action. So it's not a defensive action this time, but an attacking action. Same reasoning as we did in the earlier episode. I'm using the Faak Sau because it clears the path much safer than if I used a punch. The punch, because it's lower, could allow my opponent to come in. So using the Faak Sau action creates a much more protected angle from which I can change back into whatever hand I need to control these two hands. Initially, you might want to practice it standing still, and you just need to maybe just adjust the hip slightly, a half pivot. But eventually, to make it a much more aggressive attack, you'll come forward. So when you put it all together, we're rolling. I decide I'm going to try and make a way through. I move in and Faak Sau, then I can follow up straight away with hits. Or if he tries to counter, I've got my hands here already to cover and follow up. The normal way that we would deal with that as the receiver of the attack is that when I attack that elbow, Gandak can sink his elbow back into the center, and that's an automatic line of response to that attack. But at the moment we're focusing on the attacking side of things rather than the defensive side, but just as an indication that when someone attacks that elbow, it's giving you a signal to cover the center, to Jam Sau. Those who know the Bilji form will know that there's a big emphasis on the Jam Sau action in the Bilji form. This is why. You're recovering from a position that's not very favorable. Right, I don't think there's much else to say about it apart from you've got to go out and practice it, because if you don't practice it, you're not going to improve it. So we'll talk to you again on the next one.